start this morning by getting your belly a little full, your heart warm. You're going to want to get in line for our guests today because their pan is packing a punch. Panfila Cantina is known for their massive conchas, but they also have delicious brunch options on their menu as well. Before we roll out a concha, Carlos, I want to know how to make your Bravo omelet. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Sure, so we have our pan going, our ingredients for the sauce over here. The pan should be warm enough so we can get start pouring some of this egg.
It's nice and hot, and so you have the oil going in here. It's ready to go, and we have the egg mixture, so I just pour it straight on in.
That should be good. That's good.
Awesome. Ooh, I love that sound. All right, now what, Chef?
We're just gonna let it cook for a little bit, and we're gonna talk about the sauce now.
Absolutely.
So we're doing a salsa brava. It's made with refried beans, and what it is a mixture of dried chilies, tomato, tomatillos, and we do the refried beans and we blend it all together, and it comes up to be this sauce over here, which we're gonna pour. Okay,
I need to know your secret to beans because people, they only see the finished product. It takes a long time to get some really good refritos. So how do you do it?
Well, the key is the lard. That's where the flavor comes from. So you usually wanna cook into the tender. It doesn't really matter how long they go, but once you refry them, you wanna get that pan very hot with the lard, throw in your refried beans and just let them sizzle with that lard. That's
good
good
to
stuff.
know. I like that. What is this?
We're gonna be stuffing our omelet with potatoes and chorizo.
Okay.
They're ready to go, nice and hot. So you might want to get your spatula right under that egg. You don't want to get some of those burning ends.
Okay, so we don't want the edges to burn, and we also want it to be easier to flip. Yeah. That's why it's so important to have enough oil in this pan. All right, cool. I think the edges look pretty good today, Chef.
Yeah. I would like to look a little swirl around the pan.
A little swirl. Okay, and so what does this do? Because obviously it's helping to cook it a little bit more.
Yeah, you want to get some of those eggs into those hot edges of the pan.
Okay.
It's going to help it go a little bit faster.
Do I do the spatula again?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to slide it down.
And you can go all the way under the omelet.
This is awesome. And what inspired your menu? I'm curious about the other items that you have.
Sure. So we want to become popular on brunch specifically. We run brunch 7 days a week. So we want it to be the best Mexican spot for brunch. So we have a nice variety of omelets. We have the chilaquiles, we have enchiladas, we have pan dulce. So it's all those things that we all crave for brunch. And so
the chilaquiles, they're my favorite. Okay, so we have the papas and chorizo, and so I noticed you mixed it together. They're not separate.
Yeah. So we're gonna stew those together. We fry the potatoes first, and then we just the chorizo separately, but then we just blend them all together.
Okay, awesome. So can I put them on now, or should we wait a little bit?
No, so it's gonna be after it's cooked.
After it's fully cooked. Okay.
We're gonna
go
right in there.
So it's taking a little second. Ah, that's what you meant. Okay.
You want to get all the.
We're learning. We're growing. This is an awesome way to learn.
So you want to try to do the same on the other side?
How to make, this is great. Okay, let's see here. So I'm taking the egg and you just kind of let it get under. I've never done this part, Chef. I always just wait for it to cook on top. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, so the egg, it is going. This is awesome. Okay, so restaurant is called Panfila Cantina, San Antonio. Yeah. What's the cantina aspect?
So we have a full bar. You can go your nice mimosas, specialty cocktails. We have very nice drinks, margaritas, and all the good stuff. And Panfila means loved by all. So that's like our motto in the restaurant. We just want to call that special place, loved by all in the city.
Yes, that's so beautiful.
So we're getting about that point that we're ready to flip.
Okay.
It never hurts to add just a little more.
Just a little bit more on the edges. Okay. Man, this is gonna change my omelet game so much. This is so cool. So we have some oil going around the edges there to help with that flip. Perfection.
You make sure it's nice and loose.
Beautiful.
Kind of gonna get that.
Okay, are we ready? So do I just flip it over entirely or just half of it?
Entirely.
Entirely? Okay, so.
That's all right. That's all right.
Can I go back? I can't go back. No, Chef, I ruined it.
That's great. No, it's gonna taste amazing. I'm sure.
It's still gonna taste
good. It's nice and pretty. There's no browning,
which is
the best part.
Okay, at least it's not brown on the edges.
Yeah, so that's like a nice omelet.
Chef, instead, can we top it?
That's exactly what I was gonna suggest. You know, whether it goes on top or on the inside, it should be all the same. So we're gonna top it off with the papas con chorizo.
You know what? I love how that looks actually, and you'll get a bite and everything. Do you see how I'm trying to correct this whole error? Oh man, okay. I like this though, chef.
And then we're gonna smother it with some of that bean sauce right there.
Okay, so this is a bean sauce. Yeah. So when you have the refried beans done, you puree it to get like this sauce.
Okay,
oh
now we're
my
gonna
goodness.
put some of that crema on that.
Okay, we got some crema. Okay, and what's also really cool is you like to go big or go home at your location too. So later we're going to have a giant concha rolling into our studio. So you will not want to miss out on that. I'm so ready. Chef, thank you so much for helping me out. This actually looks good. See, I'm not disappointed anymore.
It's perfect.
So bummed. But there's always a sunny side, even if it's a little
better.
scrambled. Yes, I love it. Chef Carlos, thank you so much for being here. Cannot wait to take a bite out of that. But coming up, you guys, it's going to be a roaring good time.